guys, this is Ma'am Liz, your resource person when it comes to education matters. And today, I will be sharing about test improvement through item analysis. Wow, item analysis, tunog mahirap. Medyo mahirap kayang intindihin to. But don't you worry, we will make this lesson very easy for you. Alam nyo guys, classroom test must be reviewed for technical quality kasi kawawa naman yung mga estudyante natin na magte-test tapos may mga mali sa content nito. The effect will be yung information derived from the results of the test is not meaningful. So, tayong mga teachers must do the item analysis dahil madali lang naman itong gawin. In item analysis, individual items on a test are examined instead of examining the test as a whole. So if you have 60 items in a test, each individual item shall be analyzed. We check a test item for its difficulty, appropriateness, relationship to the rest of the test, among others. With item analysis, we are able to determine which items to retain, to revise, or to discard on a given test. It also helps us to improve the reliability and validity of the test. So, paano ba ginagawa itong item analysis? Actually, it is done both in qualitative and quantitative ways. Qualitative analysis of test assessment items is conducted before the test is given para maiwasan na maisama yung mga vague questions and to ensure that each item will provide useful information about students' learning. It is also done after determining the quality of the test through quantitative item analysis. I-discuss ko to mamaya. In qualitative analysis, teachers act as content experts who evaluate if the test items match the course objectives and content being assessed, are written clearly to avoid confusion, have one correct answer, lalo na kung multiple choice yung test, di ba? Provide clear expectations for constructed response like essay tests and performance task items. Kaya dapat malinaw ang criteria or rubrics. Provide an equal chance for success to all students and help teachers determine their students' learning performance. Ang quantitative item analysis naman happens after the items have been administered and scored. So the responses given and the scores obtained by the students provide numeric data which we use to determine how well an item functions as an indicator of students' knowledge. Ang tawag natin dito ay item behavior. So analyzing an item quantitatively in a test can be done through difficulty index and item discrimination index. Guys, huwag kayong ma-overwhelm sa term na difficulty and discrimination. Madali lang ang mga procedures na gagawin natin. Unahin natin yung item difficulty index. It is also called the p-value because it is a measure of proportion. That is the proportion of students who answered a particular question correctly on a test. And this is the formula. Wherein N sub P is the number of test takers who got the item correct, and N sub T is the total number of test takers. Bigyan ko kayo ng sample. Take these results in a 10-item test taken by a total of 10 students as our example. Data in each question item were recorded in which 1 means that the item was answered correctly while 0 refers to an incorrect answer. So using a spreadsheet, I got the summation of the number of test takers who got the correct answer in each question. So, and then the difficulty index or p-values were calculated across all items using this formula. In item analysis, p-values are reported in a range between 0.0 and 1.0. Mas mataas ang p-value, ibig sabihin mas maraming students ang nakakuha ng tamang sagot sa isang question item. So take for example, item number 5. Tingnan nyo ang p-value, ang taas, di ba? 1.0. It implies that easier questions will have greater p-values while difficult questions will have lower p-values. To interpret, pag more than 0.8 ang p-value, very easy yung item. Ang dapat nating gawin ay i-revise or i-discard. Pag 0.3 to 0.8 naman, moderate lang ang difficulty level nito, kaya pwedeng i-retain yung item. Pero pag less than 0.3 naman, very difficult yung item, kaya we need to revise or discard it. Notice that in test item number 5, all the 10 students got the correct answer with a p-value of 1.0. We can say that this item is a very easy question. On the other hand, notice that in test item number 6, only 2 got the question answered correctly with a p-value of 0.2. Hence, we can say that it is too difficult. Ibig sabihin, we need to revise items 5 and 6 or discard them. Pero tingnan nyo yung item number 1 with a p-value of 0.8. We will retain this since its difficulty level is moderate. Ang dali lang, di ba? So using our reference for the interpretation, you can decide on what to do for the other items. So bakit nga ba may mga problematic items? These are the items which are too difficult to answer or too easy to think about. Ibig sabihin, hindi lang pala tao ang may problema. Kahit pala mga test items natin may problema din. So ito yung mga posibleng dahilan kung bakit may problematic items. Awkward wording, causing students to be confused when responding. Unclear or misleading graphs, pictures, diagrams, or other information accompanying the items. Presence of multiple correct responses na dapat isa lang naman ang sagot pag multiple choice, di ba? Pwede din namang due to obviously wrong distractors o kaya incorrect options for multiple choice items that lead to increasing the chance of getting the correct answer. And biased manner of how items are written, which favors one group of students over another. Then we have item discrimination index. It's another way that we can evaluate the validity of the test. When we give a test, ang expectation kasi natin is that students with mastery of the material should be more likely to answer a question correctly. Pero yung wala or kulang sa mastery, syempre they would get the question wrong. The formula used for item discrimination index is this, wherein C sub UG is the number of students in the upper group who got the correct answer, while C sub LG is the number of students in the lower group who got the correct answer, and N is the total number of test takers. So gamitin natin yung data kanina. As you can see in the example given, the scores are arranged from highest to lowest. Then they are divided into 2 equal groups. The upper group or the upper 50% and the lower group or the lower 50%. The total number of test takers is 10. In each question item, the sum of the number of students who got the correct answer in the upper group was determined. Similarly, the sum of the number of students who got the correct answer in the lower group was also calculated. So using the spreadsheet, I calculated the DI of each question item. Take note that the range in the DI is +1 to -1, and to interpret, please refer to this. So if the discrimination index is 0.4 and above, it is a very good item, kaya dapat i-retain ito. Pag 0.30 to 0.39, it is a good item, dapat ding i-retain. Pag 0.20 to 0.29, it's a fair item. Pwedeng retain, but revision may be considered. Pero pag 0.19 and below, guys, it's a poor item, so revise or discard it. So based on the table, items 1, 2, 5, 7, and 8 have low DI value. Dapat silang i-revise or i-discard. While item number 6 may be retained, pero dapat ding ma-check ang possible revisions na gagawin natin sa kanya. Items with low DI value must be given a careful qualitative review in terms of wording, presentation, and content. Pero yung items number 4, 3, 9, and 10, well, good to go na mga ito. You can retain these in your test. So that's it, guys. I hope you learned something from me about test improvement through item analysis. Happy learning. Bye.